Oh, I think Eric Zane is getting ready to join us from the Eric Zane Show, the podcast. It's a great podcast. He's a talent. I had somebody stop me when I was at the Ferris, Michigan Tech, Michigan State Western, Great Lakes Invitational hockey tournament, and they go, "Man, I love Zane on the radio." And I said, "Well, do you listen to his podcast? Just search Eric Zane Show podcast," because all he did last year was trash me for my prediction that Goff would have more wins in a Lions uniform than Stafford. Then he kept hammering me. Then when they were 1-6 this year, he hammered me saying, "Oh, didn't you say 10 wins? Did you say 10 wins?" And he just buried me. And now at 9-8, after their win last night, you would think the Eric Zane Show podcast, Facebook, and Twitter pages were known as Homerland for the Lions. And I didn't see any apology. I didn't see any, "Hey, Bill Simonson predicted 9-8. So I think Eric Zane is standing by. He called in, longtime listener. How you doing, Eric? What are you doing? It's not working. It's not working. There you go, Superfly. No, it's not working. The phone isn't working. It isn't. There, you got him on the wrong line, buddy. No, it's on the top line. It doesn't work. Get him off it now. It's a train wreck. What are you doing? What are you doing? It's a train wreck. No, it's a train wreck. Get out of here. You hang up on him? It's a train wreck. Why is everything with Eric Zane Show podcast a train wreck on the show? Why? You put him on a line. I never use that top line. I never use it. Watch. It doesn't work. Is he there?
Hey, well, that's a well-oiled machine. You got to.
Oh, my God. Look at this. It's Superfly. He put you on a line. I never use that top line.
Yeah. Well, I don't know, Bill.
Oh, my God. So did you call to apologize for ripping me so much about my predictions with the Lions?
Well, first of all, I would like to say that what you did in the prediction of 9-8 is not as impressive as it was terrible last year when you said that Stafford would perform worse than Goff.
Oh my God!
But you did nail it. You deserve full credit, and I was saving it for this show. That I apologize. Congratulations on your absolutely true prediction, but even you couldn't have thought that they were going to do as well as they did when they were 1-6.
No, nobody did. And anyone who claims that, the only guy I heard that said I like what I see was Merrill Hodge, the former Steelers running back, who joins us weekly on the DraftKings NFL Power Hour. He was the only guy anywhere I heard say I like what I see. Don't be surprised if this team finishes strong. And originally he said like 6 or 7 wins, but 9-8. You know, Eric, I got to go because we're out of time because I spent 2 minutes with the phone system. I really do. I got to go. You put him on a line we never use. He called us, but he was on a line we don't use on that top one. I never use that. No, this phone system got switched out the other day. We had to reboot it. That top line doesn't say line 1. That was almost perfect with Zane.
Decided a new approach is in order. If I see anything, I am going to swing the ban hammer with such malicious intent that if I even suspect anything, I have already banned for 600 seconds 3 assholes. Aram, he's such a piece of shit. He is the biggest troublemaker of all of you. Amanda, even bigger piece of shit. And now Corey, also a piece of shit. I am no longer going to be the punching bag for audience members. I am now this is all I do. I just do the show and just totally just ban people. That is going to be, okay, here we are, just days that I haven't done the show. I walk in here, all I want to do is chit-chat with you and tell you how much I love you. And all I get is asshole after asshole dogging me. So, all right, okay, there you go. Eat 600 seconds. That is how it will be. I will swing the ban hammer with anger in my heart. That is what I will do. Welcome into the Eric Zane Show podcast, a daily show where I discuss news, nonsense, and my personal adventures. I sat down in the airplane yesterday after just spending a new level of expense at an airport. This was all about, the whole show is all about overspending on food and stupid shit. We were both starving as we wandered into the Sanford International Airport near Orlando. Got our seats perfectly on time. Perfectly on time. And she says, I'm hungry. I go, hey, no problem. I'm going to get you some food. And by the way, these chicken sandwiches were absolutely awesome. They were perfect. And for something you buy that it's almost like a fast food setting. It is a fast food setting. You know, she's shouting out the number 67. Here you go. That's me. And walk up to this lady. She barely speaks English. I go, I'll take 2 breakfast burritos. She goes, no breakfast. Breakfast no longer served. I go, oh, okay. What do you like? She goes, the chicken sandwich, senor. I go, okay, great. I go, I'll take 2. Everything? I go, everything. Everything. Lettuce, tomato, onion, pickle. Yes, please do. Two drinks. She was very sweet to me. I was enjoying the conversation with her as much as I could understand. And I'm big on the tips. I really am. And she didn't make shit for a living. And so it gives you the option when you put your card in there, 20%. Fuck yes, give her 20%. Well, after the 20%, the cost for 2 sandwiches and 2 Pepsis was $45. Oh. They're counting on you to have the, I'm on vacation. I'm on vacation. And you know what? They got you by them. They're counting on the fact that you're hungry as fuck. I mean, Jesus. There's no other place to eat. $45. Oh, my God. I want her back there. I sit down, and as soon as we sit down, I take 1 bite, and they start boarding. I go, oh, my God, this is so great. We get right on the plane. Sit down. Prior to that, I talked about this yesterday. I did an impromptu podcast last night. This nice couple, mom, dad, 2 kids, young. Dad whips around when I gave Diana the food, and I spoke to her, and it caught his ear, and he looked at me, and then I think that guy might have figured out. He might have heard my voice, and maybe he's listened in the past, so he might have. I've seen this before, and I'm like, I always enjoy talking with people out in public like that. I don't enjoy people coming to my house. And so I'm like, well, I'm a big deal here. Well, they sit down right behind us. And so then it turns out she goes, hey, were you on the radio? I go, yeah, I was like forever ago. Oh, my God. It's so thank. Yeah, hey, how you doing? Conversation. And then Diana gets out the sandwich. And I know she likes the sandwich. Like I said, it was good. And she's just, okay, like when you're hungry and, you might get after it a little bit more than in the past or than like when you're not hungry. And she really and what she does is she doesn't chew her food. Not only does she not chew her food, but she's, like I indicated to you before, she's got a narrow, is it the esophagus, I guess? The one that goes to your stomach? The food tube, where the food goes down. Hers is narrow, and this is actually going to cause her problems if she doesn't get this taken care of. I've talked about this before. And the food gets stuck all the time. And then I heard it. I'm sitting there talking to these folks. Oh, yeah, okay, uh-huh. And then I hear, it's stuck. I'm like, uh-oh, I know what that means. Now, when this happens, she has to barf. You have to puke it up. Now, it's me in the middle. She's by the window. I'm in the middle. And dude I don't know is to my right on this flight. And we're just, kind of people are showing up and putting their bags above us. There's a lot of shit going on. And I hear, it's stuck. And I look at her and she's got, her eyes are starting to water and she's in trouble. And she's going to puke. So I grabbed the bag that the food was in. And I hand it to her, and she goes, this fucking thing is flying out right into the bag, and people are like, oh, no, holy shit. And she inside of the bag was, I guess I'm not getting any ketchup on the fries. Because it's just, the whole bag's puke. And this, oh, God. I'm like, honey, hey, poor thing. Jesus. And so she calms down. And I go, okay, let's little bites and chew them up, okay? It's like I'm talking to a kid. Holy fuck. She goes, this is so embarrassing. I go, hey, don't worry about it. So then the bag is on the ground, and it's paper, so it's the puke soaking through the bag. Amanda writes, by the way, not quite sure why I was banned for calling Aram an asshole. You did not do that. You did not do that. You said, stir that pot, Aram. That's what you said. So now you get another 600. Yeah. And besides, you deserve it. You absolutely deserve it. Do you remember, Amanda, just before I left? Do you remember the dialogue that got you in trouble the last time? There was all sorts of an exchange. Here we were on this show. I was having a conversation with Sam Mills on the Fireversary, dumb shit. And we're sitting on here doing the show, and I'm talking to Sam Mills, and this idiot goes, oh my God, ask her why she unfriended me. What the fuck? And then Kenny, of course, says what I just said, what the fuck? But then Kenny gets into an argument with her, so I banned them both. Idiot writes to me, I did not tell you to ask her anything. This is Amanda. I said I refriended her. I said like 2 more things and was done. And I said I was going to stop talking because I knew it was distracting. I wrote incorrect. I paraphrased, but you absolutely were suggesting what I said you suggested. Idiot writes, I was friends with her, But I went to re-add her fate. Now, this is my guest on my show. And this idiot is sitting there suggesting that I have a conversation with her about someone she doesn't know, nor does she care about. That's how much of a narcissist Amanda is. I wanted her to accept that friend proposal. That's what I asked you to say. And I wrote, yeah, that's super dumb. Why would I do that? Why even suggest it? And she says, which is why I shut the hell up. Well, yeah, too late. Too late, idiot. She writes, because I'm a moron. I got too excited when I got back in the car and realized you were chatting with her. And then I wrote, it's totally fine. Yeah, it is. I'll just ban you. That's all there is to it. Jesus Christ. You are such a pain in the ass. You bring it all on yourself. You just can't stop. There are at least 2 members of this show. 3. Aram can't stop causing trouble. And then he'll write to me, I'm trying to be less snarky. And then the first thing he says today is snarky. Aram, trouble. Amanda, trouble. Kenny, trouble. These are the three horsemen of the apocalypse. These 3. They are on the Mount Rushmore of trouble for this show. Oh, and Corey, too. Corey's right up there. These are absolute troublemakers who do nothing but cause trouble. That is their goal on this show. And then when I ban them, they're like, What happened? Huh? Oh my God. In fact, I am banning Amanda and Aram and Corey for the rest of the show. They're all getting banned. If I see them, they're banned. Kenny at least knows better. How does it feel knowing that of the 4 of you, Kenny is the smartest? Holy shit. My God. Megan writes, new Eric Zane customer at Irvine's today. So nice to meet you, Mike. Thank you. I'm glad. There's Aram. He's back. He will now be banned for 600 seconds. I actually missed you all, including those idiots. The race, the half marathon, was Saturday. My longest run leading up to this race was 7 miles. Right on cue, at mile 8, I started to feel like the rest of the run was going to be a slog. So between 8 and 9, I'm like, things are starting to hurt now. I'm not used to, I'm kind of like wading out into the deep end of the pool at this point. And then very quickly, my legs started to hurt like fuck. My hips, my knees, my fucking feet. Oh, shit. It was gruesome. And I go, all right, now this is where the point of the race, where it becomes like the Bataan Death March. So when I started the race, I was jogging very slowly with a friend of the family, a young lady by the name of Madeline. She grew up with my kids. So young person. You can still refer to a person who's like 24 as a young person. So, and this is her first half marathon, and she very, very close with the Veldinks, and so she's running. She was closest with Kate, who passed most recently a year and a half ago. So this is very important for her, and this is her own little. She did all the fundraising, and so I'm like, we're like trotting along, and then I started to go just a little bit quicker, and she dropped back, and so Now I'm 3 miles into the race, and I feel pretty good here. I'm gonna go a little bit quicker. And so now there's people everywhere, so it's tough to move. There's some bottlenecks and things like that. It's just you're just constantly surrounded by a mass of people. And I felt pretty good about getting a 1 mile at about 10 minutes. Okay, I think I'm doing good. I'm just crushing it now. And then I got to that fateful moment, and I'm like, oh, shit. I don't feel so great right now. So you make the turn and start running towards Epcot with about 3 miles to go. This long turn, looping. And as you and the Disney characters are along the race. And I didn't stop for one of them because there's like a long line for every one of them. And I can't figure out why people would want to do that. I mean, you go to get your picture taken with like Mickey and Minnie, which I did get my picture taken with Mickey and Minnie later. More on that in a second. And they're waiting like a long line of people will be there. And you're going to wait like 20 minutes to get your picture taken with Mickey or Minnie during the race. And I'm like, come on. You just want to get the damn thing done, right? So I didn't do any of that. But as I'm making this big turn with about 3 miles to go, the characters from Toy Story, those army men. One of the army men is out there with a bullhorn yelling at me to get my ass. Come on, soldier, get your ass in gear. He wasn't saying it. He didn't swear, but so all right. At this point, I'm hurting, and my God, anybody that I had passed prior to. They're passing me now, and I'm slowing down. In fact, I was, I had it was like my fastest mile, and then it was slower by like 15 seconds, and then 20 seconds, and then slower by a minute. The final mile of the race, I think I probably did it in like 15 minutes. It was that slow. My God. So then as I'm finishing, I've got about a half mile to go. And there's a guy who is, no joke, 300 pounds. And he's going to finish the race. And I'm always impressed with people who are that big running. And, we're going very slow, but he's getting it done. And I for the life of me, if he didn't train, it's like the greatest fucking athletic thing that's ever happened in the history of athletics. To be a guy this big, finishing a half marathon. So I decided to offer him some words of encouragement. I go, come on, buddy, you can do it. And he goes, thanks. And I go, is this your first? I'm just assuming because he's fat as shit that this is his first race. And he goes, first half marathon or he goes half marathon or dopey. And he goes, neither. And I'm like, wait, what? Huh? And I realize not only has he run several half marathons, he's doing the dopey. Now, what the dopey is you run the 5K on Thursday, the 10K on Friday, the half marathon on Saturday, and the full marathon on Sunday. And I'm like, how? How are you able to do this? Okay, you had to have trained. You had to have trained in order to pull this off. But if you've trained for all of these events, how are you 300 pounds? What? What are you doing? If you're that trained to pull this off, okay? Because I firmly believe that if you don't actually get the mileage in, you're going to be in so much pain. Like, I didn't get the mileage in, so I'm in deep, deep shit. But I'm older. I don't know. I don't know how this works. Maybe everybody's different or what. But if this guy didn't train, there's no fucking way he's going to be able to even finish a half marathon, let alone finish that and then 20 hours later go after the full marathon. So I'm like, holy shit. There needs to be an ESPN article about this guy. Oh, my God. Incredible. So then I make my way around. I see my gospel choir there. They're awesome. I love them. I put a video on Facebook out of those folks. Cross the finish line with a smile on my face, trying to act like I'm not in pain, but it was bad. My God. The thing is, though, I had a real bad vibe when I finished the half marathon in Grand Rapids when Mike Ball beat the shit out of me. This one was even considerably slower than that. The one when I raced with Mike Ball, I at least started out at 9 minutes a mile for the first 5 or 6 miles, then kind of slogged my way through it. This one, I started out like 11 and a half, 12 minutes a mile, and then slogged my way through it. So it was shitty both ways. This one, the shittiest. 2 hours and 40 minutes. That's like unbelievably bad. Considering that I ran this race in about an hour 28 about a decade ago. But when I got done with the race, I was very, very sore, and I felt like shit the whole day. I had a headache. My legs hurt. Felt good, though, about being associated with the AT Children's Project. We did the pasta dinner that night for the people that are running the marathon. I want to bring a group of people out there next year to actually do this with me. So I'm not ready to start promoting that, but just be advised. Okay. Perfect opportunity if you've been looking to latch onto a charity and do something like a 5K, 10K, half marathon, full marathon. Any one of those. Hold on. I got to see if Aram is back. I got to see if Corey's back. Megan writes, Sarah and I will be there to cheer you on. Diana said we can stay with you. Absolutely not. You will not. Nope. Nope. Amy says, I already have it on my calendar to sign up for 2024. They opened it up in February and said they sell out fast. You don't need to worry about that. If you do it with the charity, that's all taken care of. You don't need to sign up through Disney. You sign up through the charity. I'll explain that. Megan says, are you saying no to cheering with you or no to staying with you? Oh, you can cheer. You just can't stay with me. No. That's Eric time. Eric, where Eric sleeps is where no audience / friends can go. None. Never, ever. How much money do you have to raise for the charity? Tyler says, I think it's $600. At least it has been in the past. 6 or 7. Megan says, we'll get the room next door. That's fine. All right. Now, for you audience members that are getting the show, on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube, I appreciate you so much, but I'm going to kick you out. Follow the show on Twitch, twitch.tv/Eric Zane Live if you want the full show. You can always download the audio podcast wherever you download shows. Just search Eric Zane Show. And send me an email on the Shoreliner Striping inbox, eric@ericzaneshow.com if you want to chat. Thank you and goodbye.